Hey, I'm really glad you're here today. Today I want to talk about the breath that I learned at the Joe Dispenza training that's supposed to pull energy up the spine and allow you to have a gamma level experience or a high gamma level experience um, that's more real than reality itself. And how I never had that. And now I know why. So I want to tell you what happened. I want to tell you how I'm able to do that now and how you can do it as well. All right. So when I was at the one of the many Dr. Joe Dispenza retreats, I learned a breath work, which is not a complicated breath work. And I actually knew it before I got there because I do a lot of breath work stuff. I think DMT breath work, Wim Hof breath work. There's just a lot of different breath activities that you can do that will clear your mind, put you in a better state, and things like that. So help you get into meditation. And that's really why we were learning this at the retreat. But recently, and I never had the experience that they talked about, that high gamma brainwave state. And I found out recently why. I was watching a video that he was doing on YouTube, and he was talking about how they wire people up, which they do, so they can see the brainwave activity as it's happening as you're going through the meditation. And he said when you do the breath, which he teaches, right there on the video, you squeeze the lower muscles. What does he call them? Anyway, the muscles you use for elimination, you squeeze them all really tightly as you begin to breathe in. And then as you breathe in even more, you pull your navel towards your spine. And that is squeezing energy up the spine, which is held in the sacrum normally. And as it pulls all the way up past your heart and up all the way up to the top of your head, you can actually feel that energy moving up all the way to the top of your head. And I've done that so many times, I can't even tell you. But as you pull that energy up, he said, when they watch the brain waves of different people, he said there's two ways you can go, which I did not know before. He said you can relax into it when it gets to a certain point, which they can see when you're at that point on the brainwave readings. And what happens then is if you relax into it, you'll go into a high gamma brainwave state that's off the charts. And you will have an experience that's beyond anything you considered real before. And people will have spontaneous healings. They'll have connections to their highest self possible. They'll see things they never could imagine seeing. And he said that it's akin to being on psilocybin, which I've also done. But he said the other way you can go when you reach the point where you're going to go into gamma or not is if you don't relax into it and you go into fear, you will instantaneously go back or shrink back into a beta brainwave state, which is I'm thinking about math. I'm thinking about problems. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do next at the grocery store or whatever. It's like a very here in the world brainwave state. Awaking brainwave state. And I think that's where I go. And I did not realize that I was going into fear every time that I was doing that breath. But now that I know that, I can do that breath. And when I get to the point where I'm at the very top, and I actually can feel, and I think most people will be able to feel, if you put your fingertips at the top of your head in the center of your skull and you just allow yourself to feel the pressure of that. That is the very top of the energy flow that you have from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through the top of your head. And as you do that breath, pulling those core muscles as you breathe in and pull the energy all the way up through your spine, past your heart, and up into the very top of your head, you will be able to have that sensation. And as you have that sensation, and this is what I plan to do next, is to just go into a relaxed state instead of allowing my subconscious to be automatically triggered into fear. And honestly, if I had known that, I might be a different person today. But I wanted to share that with you in case you were working on the same issue and you wanted to move into that high gamma frequency and have that amazing spiritual experience, because I have had those spiritual experiences, but not with that particular process. And now that I know there's a split and you could go either way, moving into relaxation at the very top of that breath is going to make all the difference for you. So again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'm happy to clarify. And if you're interested in working with me, there's a link down below. All right. So hopefully you have a great day today. And until the next video, I will talk to you soon.